Well, felt like sharing certain sentence starters in terms of group discussion while going through a video clip in an YouTube this thing. The presenter has started about with an introduction to group discussion, stating that group discussion is one of the eliminating rounds alone. It is not only the eliminating rounds, it also gives an opportunity to the employer to test your analytical skills and analytical approach towards any given topic. So with the varying analytical skills and other skill sets that you have, one can assess the exact amount of knowledge and the approach that you have towards any given topic. It's not only the details that are very important in terms of group discussion. It is equally important to have certain opinions on the topic that you have gone through and about the views that you have about the existing topic. So it's your analysis, it's your opinion, it's your view that is again being put to test when it comes about the round called group discussion. In that, how to start as a participant, how to start group discussion is a big challenge. We think that if somebody initiates, let me take over, then who is the best initiator? Means a person who has an absolute amount of grip and knowledge about the subject that we are discussing is always a better initiator. The only probable thing that you're expected to do is you better start with the definition or the fact. The fact means you are expected to state any fact in a rather assertive manner. So only authentic facts and about the basic definition about the idea behind the topic is always a sound and positive initiating point. So a brief definition or fact about the topic that we are going to discuss is always a decent initiation. When there will be certain things, it is again an amalgamation of opinions that comes on to the table while discussing about the topic. When we keep on discussing about the topics, definitely we tend to disagree with the fellow participants' opinions or views. But the disagreement is quite subjective, and we are supposed to exhibit or express our disagreement in a rather subjective manner alone. So the better way is to adopt a formal style or a statement for the sake of tendering of disagreement, like I disagree, I tender my disagreement about the point stated, would function well. And when it comes about, we will be interrupting certain people instead of expressing opinions in a brief or precise manner. They will be presenting it in a rather elaborate manner. See, when elaboratedness always snatches the other people's opportunity at one case, and when it comes about the opinions always need to be in a brief or a precise manner. So it's always better to interrupt an elaborated version or an elaborate version. Like brevity matters here. I would like to interrupt you, or I apologize to interrupt you, would be a sound or a decent statement, starting liner for the sake of tendering an interrupting point. And there would be, you will be thinking that there will be certain modification that you will be able to do if you're going to mend or tinker an idea with certain modifications. When you think that the opinion expressed by the fellow participants will sound good at that particular time, it's always good to appreciate the part of the point that you have come into acceptance, and then propose the modification that has sprouted in your mind. Like this, I agree with you to some extent. The proposal will be much more viable with this modification, is what I believe. Are the possible examples or the sentence starters for the sake of tendering partial disagreement after that. So this is how we are supposed to start this is how about we are supposed to tender our agreement, disagreement, or a modification in an acceptable and convincing manner. This is how we are expected to do, and probably this is the best example that I would be able to state about the sentence starters part or component in terms of group discussion. Thank you very much, friends. Thank you.